There is a planet so beautiful, it almost looks fake. A world wrapped in rings so vast they stretch across space for millions of kilometers. From far away, it looks calm, perfect, silent. But closer, Saturn is violent. Its winds can outrun hurricanes. Its storms can last for years. And beneath those clouds, there may be no ground at all. This is not just another planet. This is Saturn. For thousands of years, humans looked up and saw a strange light moving through the sky. No one knew what it was. No one knew it was a world. Then telescopes arrived, and everything changed, because Saturn was unlike anything else. Not just a planet, but a planet wearing rings. Elegant, impossible, almost unreal. Even today, when we know so much about the universe, Saturn still stands apart. It looks designed, like something too perfect to exist naturally. That is why people remember it, why artists paint it, why scientists chase it, why millions stare when they first see it. Because Saturn does not feel ordinary, it feels legendary. From Earth, Saturn looks small, a distant dot, quiet and harmless. But that illusion disappears fast. Saturn is enormous. More than 9 Earths could fit across its width. If Earth were the size of a coin, Saturn would feel like a giant sphere towering above it. And inside Saturn, over 700 Earths could fit by volume. Yet, somehow, this giant world is incredibly light for its size. It is so low in density that in theory, if you had an ocean large enough, Saturn could float. A planet bigger than imagination, lighter than expected, and spinning so fast that one day there lasts only about 10.5 hours. Massive, fast, strange. Saturn refuses to behave like a normal world. Those rings are why Saturn became unforgettable. From a distance, they look solid, like giant metal bands locked around a planet. But they are not solid at all. But they are made of countless fragments: ice, rock, dust. Some pieces are tiny grains. Others are as large as mountains, all of them racing through space at incredible speed. Together, they create one of the most beautiful sights in the solar system, and their scale is hard to imagine. The rings stretch hundreds of thousands of kilometers outward, wide enough to dwarf Earth. Yet in many places, they are surprisingly thin, sometimes thinner than a mountain range. Structure so vast and so delicate. Sunlight hits the ice and Saturn begins to glow. That is why the rings shine like silver fire. But they may not last forever. Bit by bit, Saturn is pulling them in. One day, this masterpiece could disappear, making us lucky to exist while the rings still remain. Now imagine you could travel there, past the rings, past the moons, until Saturn fills the sky. At first, you would see layers of clouds stretching forever. Gold, cream, shadows moving across storms larger than Earth. But there is one problem. You cannot land. Saturn has no solid surface like our world. No ground, no continent, no place to stand. descended, it would fall into atmosphere, deeper and deeper. Pressure would rise, the temperature would climb, the winds would scream around you, higher than the strongest hurricanes on Earth. Clouds of ammonia, clouds of ice, clouds hiding layers no human has ever seen. And below all of it, the gas becomes thicker, denser, heavier, until Saturn stops feeling like sky and starts feeling like ocean. A world with no landing, only descent. Saturn is not alone. Around it, entire worlds are quietly orbiting, frozen, hidden, mysterious. Some of them may be more interesting than Saturn itself. Take Titan, a moon larger than Mercury, wrapped in a thick atmosphere, so dense you could not see the surface from above. But beneath those clouds, there are rivers, lakes, even seas, not of water, but of liquid methane. A world where rain falls, where rivers flow, where landscapes feel strangely familiar and completely alien. Then there is Enceladus, small, bright, almost silent. Beneath its ice, something is happening. Giant plumes of water burst into space, ejected from an ocean hidden below the surface. An ocean that could contain the ingredients for life. These are not just moons. They are worlds with secrets. Worlds we have barely explored. And they orbit one of the most beautiful planets ever discovered. Saturn is not just a planet. It is a system. A collection of mysteries waiting to be understood. At Saturn's North Pole, there is something that should not exist. A storm shaped like a perfect hexagon. 6 sides, sharp edges, locked in place high above the planet. It is not small. Each side is longer than the diameter of Earth. This means our entire planet could fit inside it. And still, the shape remains. Year after year, decade after decade, winds race around its borders at incredible speed. Clouds twist, colors shift, but the geometry survives. Scientists believe powerful jet streams help create it. And even now, Saturn keeps part of the answer. Because storms are supposed to be chaotic, wild, unstable. But on Saturn, one storm became symmetry, a giant pattern written into the sky. For centuries, Saturn was distant, untouchable, only a light in the night sky. Then humanity went there. In 1997, a spacecraft left Earth. Its name was Cassini. It crossed the solar system for years, passing worlds, crossing darkness, until finally in 2004 it arrived at Saturn. What followed changed everything. Cassini revealed the rings in stunning detail. It watched storms move across the planet. It studied Titan. It discovered the water plumes of Enceladus. It transformed Saturn from a mystery into a real place. But every mission has an ending. Fuel was running low, and scientists faced one final choice. Let Cassini drift, or protect the moons that may hold life. So in 2017, Cassini made one last dive, straight into Saturn, sending data until the final moment. No rescue, no return, only silence. A machine from Earth, lost inside the planet it revealed. Saturn is beautiful. But beauty is only the beginning. It is a world of violent winds, vanishing rings, hidden oceans, impossible storms, moons that may hold life, and depths no human will ever stand on. We have photographed it, measured it, reached it, yet Saturn still keeps secrets. That is what makes it special. Not just what we know, but what we do not know. Somewhere beyond Earth, beyond Mars, beyond the worlds we dream about most, Saturn keeps turning, silent, majestic, unfinished. And perhaps one day we will return. Until then, it remains one of the greatest wonders in the sky.